Welcome to the Monday edition of Tech Stocks Daily. Buckle up as we dive into the juiciest happenings in tech land. Today, we unpack Apple's bold move towards a 5-year redesign cycle and how it's shaking up iPhone sales and expectations. Plus, we're spotlighting Microsoft, from a heated jab by Salesforce's CEO over their AI Copilot to VeriPark snagging major partner awards. Is Apple's strategy a masterstroke or a misfire? And what's Microsoft's next chess move? Stay tuned to find out. All right, tech lovers, grab your popcorn and hold on to your battery packs because today's star is the ever-magnanimous Apple Inc., ticker symbol NASDAQ AAPL. Apple's making waves for a couple of reasons, and my job today is to make sure you're all on board. First up, let's talk about Apple's latest shift in strategy, something that's becoming quite the trend. Gone are the days when Apple would drop jaw-dropping, revolutionary iPhone designs year after year. Remember those heart palpitations every September? Yep, those were the days. Bloomberg's very own Mark Gurman laid down the facts in his Power On newsletter, revealing that Apple's frantic pace of yearly redesigns came to a screeching halt mid-2010s. Instead of giving us a new phone body every year, Cupertino is now working on a half-decade-long redesign cycle. The launching of the iPhone Xs in 2017 was a game-changer. And while we all marveled at 2019's iPhone 12 with its shiny 5G capabilities, don't be expecting a dance number from the iPhone 16. It looks strikingly similar to 2020's iPhone 12. Gurman even pointed out that despite fewer visual tweaks, Apple's making up for it with beefy software upgrades and an influx of new features like Apple Intelligence. Long story short, less bling, more zing. Now, why is this a big deal? Essentially, Apple's banking on improved AI functions and software prowess to keep your hands reaching for that upgrade. However, this hasn't come without a ripple effect. Apple experienced some revenue hiccups last year thanks to slower iPhone sales. But there are always those enthusiasts, a loyal troop marching to the tune of the iPhone upgrade program, trade-ins, and carrier installments. For these warriors, it's all about staying on top, even if it means shelling out the big bucks for the latest without the greatest in hardware changes. And so, while the iPhone 16 might wear a familiar coat, Gurman believes Apple is strategically directing its focus where it matters most: upgraded software. The plot thickens. It seems our friends in China aren't exactly thrilled with the iPhone 16's offerings, citing a lack of AI features as the letdown. Despite this, early pre-order buzz hit 37 million units, but analysts like Ming-Chi Kuo warned of potentially subdued demand. Appetite not yet sated? Well, feast on this. Apple did some serious housekeeping, waving goodbye to several models. The iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 13 models are headed for tech heaven. According to Apple Insider, the company has performed an annual Marie Kondo, sparking joy for newer models by decluttering the old ones. But fear not, your discontinued faves might still be lounging around online and in third-party stores. A not-so-surprising staple in Apple's cleanup? The infamous AirPods Max, cut to make way for nearly identical versions, complete with new color options and a USB-C port. And let's pour one out for the Apple Watch Series 9, axed in favor of the shinier Series 10. To sum it up, Apple's currently playing the long game. Fewer hardware updates, but mightier software punches. Only time will tell if this strategy keeps the revenue rivers flowing, especially in a market as critical as China, where preference can flip faster than a MacBook trackpad. Stay plugged in, because this Apple saga is far from over. Hold on to your keyboards, folks. Microsoft has been cranking the headline hype machine like it's trying to set a world record today. Here's a double audio serving of what's sizzling with Microsoft on the NASDAQ. First up, we got some savory dish from Salesforce's CEO, Mark Benioff, who threw major shade at Microsoft's AI Copilot. During the Salesforce Dreamforce annual user conference, Benioff didn't hold back. He likened Microsoft Copilot to the infamous Clippy of Office 96. Oh yes, nostalgia for annoyance, anyone? He went on to accuse tech companies, Microsoft among them, of pushing science projects on companies that just aren't feeling the value. But wait, what even is Microsoft Copilot anyway? It's Microsoft's suite of AI-powered digital assistants, aimed at making your work life smoother. According to Microsoft, Copilot is crushing it with adoption. 60% of Fortune 500 companies and 65% of Azure OpenAI service users are reportedly on board. That's no small fries. However, Benioff wasn't buying the hype. He quipped that customers haven't gotten any value out of Copilot, juxtaposing his critics with promotions for Salesforce's Agent Force. So, is this a legit critique or just some classic tech titan rivalry? Based on current user adoption rates, Microsoft seems unbothered. Copilot's street cred remains intact. Next, shifting gears to a feel-good tech partner moment. VeriPark scored big by snagging 2 prestigious accolades from Microsoft. First, they're back in Microsoft's inner circle for business applications for 2024-2025, a distinction reserved for the top echelon of Microsoft partners globally. If that wasn't enough, they're also joining Microsoft's Financial Services Partner Advisory Council. Can we get some virtual applause? If you're not in the know, VeriPark crafts top-notch digital and AI solutions for financial institutions, helping them embody digital transformation. From customer engagement to loan origination, these folks are redefining what's possible using Microsoft's platforms like Dynamics 365 and Power Platform. According to Peter Jensen, Microsoft's business application partner strategy lead, inner circle partners are setting the golden standard for driving digital and AI transformation. Being in the advisory council means VeriPark will also help shape Microsoft's financial services strategies. Kind of like being on the tech industry VIP list, right? They'll provide critical feedback on existing solutions and get a front row seat to Microsoft's future product roadmaps. So, let's wrap this circuitous journey with a thought-provoking plugin. What are thoughts on all this? Do you think Benioff has a point about Microsoft's Copilot? Is it the new Clippy, or is he just stirring the pot? And how about VeriPark's achievements? Are you as impressed as we are? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. All right, techies, that's your Microsoft News double feature for today. Looking forward to reading what you have to say. All right, tech aficionados, let's dig into some Apple goodness. Today's report was juicier than a freshly harvested orchard, but let's see whether Apple's stock is ripe for picking, holding, or passing up. Apple's subtle shift towards fewer hardware overhauls and a stronger emphasis on software innovation gives us a bit to chew on. They're no longer dazzling us with brand new phone designs every year, but are focusing on solid software upgrades that enhance user experience, tapping into their growing expertise in AI and intelligent features. Now, on one hand, this makes a lot of fiscal sense. By committing to a half-decade redesign cycle, Apple can focus resources and time on critical long-term innovations rather than annual refreshers. This ought to minimize manufacturing costs and boost operation efficiency. And who knows, maybe that less is more approach will have its merits in the grand scheme of things. But here's the kicker. They did face a drop in revenue thanks to this very change in strategy last year. Add in Apple's decision to retire specific models like the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 13, and the pushback from one of their largest markets, China, where the new iPhone isn't enjoying overwhelming pre-launch excitement. That's tapering excitement for Cupertino's latest brainchild somewhat. However, don't let the apples fall too far from the tree just yet. Let's slice into the numbers. Early pre-order buzz has reportedly hit 37 million units. If my calculator serves me right, that's a pretty robust figure suggesting a large, loyal install machiniment is still betting on the fruit. So, here's my 2 cents. Hold. If you're already an Apple investor, holding seems prudent. Apple's investment in AI and their planned approach to hardware offers a stable outlook in the longer run, despite current bumps. Plus, this is Apple we're talking about. They're pretty adept at flipping challenges into sleek silver gadgets we never knew we couldn't live without. If you're considering buying, maybe nibble on this stock slowly, keeping an eye on next quarters to see how this long-term strategy unfolds, especially given the mixed reception in China. Remember, folks, always do your own research. Consult with your financial consultant before making any investment moves. Happy tech investing. All right, techies, that's your slice of the NASDAQ pie for today. Apple's leaning on software vibes, facing some iPhone fatigue in China, but pulling solid pre-order numbers. Microsoft's getting grilled by Salesforce, yet basking in partner accolades. That's a tech roller coaster if I've ever seen one. If you enjoyed this whirlwind tour, don't forget to punch that like button, subscribe, and share the love. And hey, come back tomorrow for another jam-packed rundown of the latest in tech. Stay geeky.